How y'all feeling out there so far, man? I hope well and shit. You already know, man. It's your boy B4lasers, man. Thank you for joining me, man. We live at Scrims Esports Gaming Lounge, and this is what we do, baby. Well, enough talking. Let's get to it. Moby Vic, what up, G? This for all y'all, man, for real. Especially for you. Especially for you. Nigga, that's me, B4lasers. What you thought, boy? Who you here to see?
Watching over me. watching over me.
And that's for all y'all out there.
Angels
Angels watching over you too, man.
watching over me.
That's why we're able to do this shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
I tell you, when friends turn their backs on you, God will step in. Man's extremity is nothing but God's opportunity. And God will take care of you tonight. All you got to do is trust Him.
Oh yeah, we're going to
Have
church.
faith in Him.
We're going to church.
His promise.
Who you here to see? B4lasers. Nigga, B4 who? Better fix your motherfucking car when you coming around here, nigga. B4lasers.
What's more personal than a man trying to kill you?
Fides, trust, loyalty, the foundation of the Roman Empire.
Did Caesar get a knife in the back?
Still, I prefer to deal only with the Italians.
Where does that leave me?
You are Malta, an island unto yourself.
Sorry, no. What up, G?
I said, we're going to make the devil out a liar tonight. Praise God.
Feeling good in the house tonight. It's your boy
B4lasers.
Shout out to homie Beachy. RGB, what up, dog? It's lit.
Who you here to see? B4lasers.
Don Juan in the motherfucking house tonight, you heard? Peace and love. Positivity. Mad love, man. It's that I came to bring the pain.
Who you here to see? B4lasers.
I love this shit. So put your hands in the air if you rockin' with your boy one time. Put your hands in the air if you rockin' with your boy one time and you heard. Just wave, wave to the left, to the right. Just wave, wave. Word up. son. Alright, Unique, Michi, everybody in this smile. Let's take it there, alright?
Who you here to see? B4lasers. Better fix your motherfucking car when you coming around here, nigga.
Man, I'm gonna say this one last time. It's your boy, B4lasers. And fix your motherfucking collar up before you come around here.
We got kids around. I like that improvisation.
We going right now? Yeah. Yo, why they starring me? Leg shot almost bled out your artery. Kidnap your wife, duct tape, I ain't got no heart in me. On my Spike Lee, my director producing starring me. Fuck R. Kelly, bitch, I'm the new king of R&B. Nobody sang like Freddie Kane in this documentary. Think I heard his last 5 heartbeats when that chopper hit him. Your enemy, my enemy, if you with me, that's all really. Rock his ass to sleep, if I get an inkling, you rockin' with him. A short statement might leave your ass with him. Jail time wasn't in the plan, so he took his man with him. Daddy in the hospital, I was crying and praying with him. Government was giving us COVID, it was a pandemic. It ain't no choice but to stand in it and get some money. The rap money to the trap money, but fuck this trap money. I need NBA Supermax money, ballin' like a bitch while my jumper was broke. Had to share my clothes with my cousin, his mama on dope. Pussy nigga, I don't swatch the beef, what you calling me for? Put you in the back, shut out the stack, I want all of the smoke. Shoot you and get out of jail free like Monopoly hoe. Freddie Gordon. My uncle told me don't go to war if you can't afford it. Fuck the Supreme Court, bitch, you should have been aborted. You signed 3 or 4 niggas, might as well get extorted. White Nike, Sergio suit, like I was Richie Porter. But I ain't going out like Richie Porter. A nigga money getting taller, my list of homies stay getting shorter. Betty Wobble jugging, but my connection just got deported. Every I got shit up off the mountain low. That's facts, bitch, put this Gary shit on the map, bitch. Made it out the G like my last name was Jackson. Fuck a eye lie, I'm the bad guy, this rap shit, rap shit, rap shit, rap shit.
And it was thanks for having me. It's B4L, you heard? Peace.
And you heard it here at Scrims. That was great.
I didn't know the edited part. I didn't know I had to be a super edited part.
No, you didn't. It really wasn't matter. Kids weren't here. Give me 1 second. Come on. That was hard. So, chat, who's in here? Earlier in the stream, we had some issues. So, I had a special guest here. I mean, he's still here. He's still rocking it. He was going crazy for an hour before. His name is RGB, playing crazy, spinning crazy. So what I'm going to have him do is spin while we do an interview, and then I'm going to let him do a set himself. Got to make it up to the man, you know what I'm saying? But no, we're going to take about 10 minutes. RGB's going to spin for the 10 minutes, and then we'll do the interview, and then we'll try and do a set and close out. So we still got more to go. But no, that was a great set. I was trying to cover all the technical issues and stuff first before we got into anything else, but I'm glad we kept it pushing. The music was great, and the time was great. We're going to keep going, though. Okay, go ahead, RGB. Take us from there. to do the interview portion? right, we're gonna start with the interview. RGB spinning, going crazy, no emotions, just killing. Just met the man today. He's been real cool. Here, we're gonna test your mic. Go ahead. I unmuted it. Go ahead.
Check.
We'll put you up.
Check.
Speak some more.
Yo.
Okay.
Hey.
Hey. RGB, baby.
RGB, baby. Might just take your girl. That's RGB, baby.
All right, we're here. We got it. Having fun.
Hola, ¿cómo está?
All right. So yes, we're gonna get started on the interview portion. I'm gonna put his name up here real quick. Sorry, I gotta do everything kind of caveman style now, but it's all good. Right. We're getting it down though. We're getting it down. Oh, yeah. I did that right earlier. Thank you for saying that. Here we go. Okay. All right. Now we have everything up. Let me make sure you're up a little bit more.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. Good. So I'm tired of my interviews. People being like, "You're quiet." I'm not quiet. I'm not trying to be quiet.
Not trying to be quiet at all.
So first of all, congratulations. Thanks for coming out. For real, it was a great set.
No problem.
You worked through and showed perseverance when I was fumbling.
That's all good. That's what we are here for, man. We are here to work hard and play hard. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And definitely, so we do have some questions for you. We do have some things we want to get over. First, easy one. So you are basically, because you're from Waukegan. Do you consider yourself, you're not from Waukegan?
No,
well, you live in Waukegan, though, correct?
Yes, I do stay.
You live in
Waukegan.
Waukegan.
Area.
So do you consider yourself a Wisconsinite?
I'm
Or a Chicagoan?
100,000% a Wisconsinite. I'm from Wisconsin, born and raised.
Okay.
Cheeseheads, muscle cars, root beer, and butter burgers, baby. You heard? All that shit.
I bathe in cheese.
You know what I'm saying? Straight up.
You could turn that up a little bit more. You good? Yeah, that's good. So, questions for you, man.
Yo.
How long have you been in the Chicagoland area? The mic.
I would say since about 2014. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's 9 years now.
9 years?
Yep.
And then how's it been? Because I feel like I've just heard from you now recently. Shout out to S-Rock because he put me on to your music. He told me about when you first came out. So he was performing stuff. How has that been being a part of Chicagoland beat scene?
Oh man, it's been amazing, man. It's been amazing to be a part. I was talking to S-Rock and Damo Do the Most and Backpack Beats and all these cats, Fresh Grandiose and so many others, man, that have just been so welcoming to me in the community, and then allowing me to not only be a part of the community, but also help lead in the community as well, which has been an amazing feat.
Okay. And with that, like, how's it been though, like performance-wise? Do you feel like there's a lot of spaces? Do you feel like you made a lot of opportunities in these past few years, like meeting all those people?
Most definitely.
Most definitely?
Yeah, there's been a lot of spaces. I've seen it grow. Obviously, when I came around, I believe it was, honestly, when I made my first splash, I believe it was in the winter.
Mm-hmm.
So things had kind of closed up a little bit. It was after COVID. Things weren't really back yet.
Right.
Slot A wasn't back yet with Open Swim. Stepchild wasn't back yet with Chopping Block. So those came back. Open Beats was still prolific. I didn't get to play the first time. And then I'll never forget, he was talking about it when I headlined. I did a live set on IG and tagged them all in it. This is my Open Beats live set, LOL. And it was super lit. And it's really been up ever since that day. So, but yeah, anyways, not to deter. There's a lot of spots, man. I've made a lot of good friends and performed in a lot of dope locations. I'd love to do more.
That's good, too, because, I mean, you know, I think a lot of people, we have a new generation coming up. We have a lot of cats showing out now. And so it's good to see, like, yourself come out from a distance and, you know, being up north. People like myself being in the burbs, kind of, like, cultivating. Because for the longest, I felt like Chicago was, like, you know, we were known for music, but we aren't known for beats. But now I feel like we've been pushing that.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
So I'm really enjoying that, and I like that these people have been showing out for it, like yourself, like the people you mentioned, just in general, and all the new kids and stuff. And then I feel like right now we've seen so many events, and we've seen so many groups come up. And why I'm segueing into it is because the group that you started with Duck World Chicago and being a part of Duck World, can you speak on that? Like, can you inform them on that?
Yeah, of course. So Duck World 808 is the main umbrella. It was made by, created by Duck Girl 808 and her husband Clopsy. She started making beats, right? She was a newcomer. She's LA based. And she started making beats and she wanted to get better. So to do that, she started making a challenge for herself, right? Where she would flip one sample every week. And this was to get better and whatnot. And she didn't want to do it alone. And she was friends with Ricky at the time. And Ricky put a post up in his story telling everybody, like, hey, my friend Duck Girl 808 wants to start making beats. You know what I'm saying? And she's sampling challenge once a week. And so I saw that, and I was, I'm super in. I'm all about trying to build people up. You know what I mean? Like, and reach cats that may not have the courage or just are really nervous. You know what I mean? To play or to make beats or to get better, etc.
Right.
So I was like, yeah, I was 100% in, and I became a part. I was one of the first people to start in when she called it Duck World. And that's how it all started. And then next thing you know, we had so many people join. I think now we're over like 150 to 200 individuals.
Right, yeah.
In
both
Duck
those
World
group
808.
chats have a lot of cats. People I've never, like the Chicago chat alone has a lot. So, and then, there's some great names in there, a lot of good artists in there. And
yes, sir.
It's pretty active too. What was the purpose of ducks? Did she just have an interest in ducks?
Well, it's not literally ducks like the animal, but we do love ducks. Because ducks are beautiful creatures, and they also let hate and they let water run off their back, and they let haters just roll off their back. So we are like ducks in a sense. Don't let nobody stop you. You heard? But really, what it means is duck, like how you duck a kick. 808 with a kick. That's why it's Duck World 808.
Nice.
Duck Girl 808. Yeah. So that's the actual deep meaning of that word. So.
Oh, it's cool. Because I didn't know at all.
Yeah.
No, it's cool. And I like that y'all kept it active with the sample challenges and stuff too. Is that for the group or is that just for anyone? What do you guys do with that?
So for a while, it was Duck Girl that was that headed that up in Clopsy, and we would all like kind of take turns. Me or Ricky, her, Duck Girl, the Unknown Lyric, Slow 90, and all the others in the group. But as it got bigger, and as she got bigger, because now she had toured like Japan and has been rocking with Beat Cinema and doing a lot of shows with Ladies Love Loops. Shout out them. She didn't have the time, so she asked me to take it over. This was a couple months ago, so I decided, I was down. I took it over, and what I really wanted to do for a while, it was based in the chat. If you had to be a part of the chat to even know it was really like happening, and I always had in the back of my mind to kind of to spread this love and spread this out, because there's so many dope beat makers that need just consistency and just love, and spread the love to here's some samples. You catch Beat Block, a lot of cats catch that on a regular. Here's a pack of samples every week, not just once a month, not just every 2 months or whatever, or whenever I feel like it, but giving you consistency.
Right.
And that's what I wanted to do. So when I took over, that's how I started it. I started making flyers. I started reaching out to everybody, posting them on the Duck World Chicago page because I have my own chapter of that I run. And and I've just seen it grown and flourish. And now we have beats from all over, man. I've seen cats from France, cats and all over the U.S., Canada. Like it's wild that submit, and show their beats off, and we respect, and we gonna share that shit for sure.
So is Duck Girl from LA? Because I saw that you guys did like that Chicago live stream to LA show too, and that's cool because you've been saying, like you said, you heard people from France and stuff. Like you are based in Chicago with your chapter, but you're also bringing music to everyone, not just it's Let's Be Chicago inclusive. You're very much bringing a lot of people, and I like that because also
thank you.
The people who you have, you're going and you're going and you're going. Tell me information, and that's important. You're a good source of like these new cats to feel confident to come out, that 100%. They have friends and stuff around them.
Yeah,
and
my wife just helped, not to cut, but my wife just helped with that. Like I said, last night, shout out to one of my good friends, Beast Note. We went to. He's been nervous to play for a long time, and I met him at Dorian's, and I'm like, this dude is an amazing guitarist. I'm talking, there's guitars all over the crib, there's speakers all over the house. Studio in the basement is lavish than a muff. Like I'm like, yo, you need to play. She's like, I'm not ready. My wife was like, look, I'm done with that. You've been telling me you're not ready for a year. Today, you're not out. You're not gonna out excuse me. You are playing. And I'm like, he looked at me. I'm like, bro, you playing? We left Pilsen, drove an hour and a half plus to his crib. I helped him get set up. We got his SP together. I gave him a rundown of what he gonna do. We drove an hour plus all the way to Vines and Vinyl. And we pulled up. Shout out Rudolph for letting us come.
That's a nice spot too.
Yep.
I really like that spot.
And we rocked out. And and that's what this is about. It's about making sure that you don't just have to be in your bedroom. You don't have to be nervous. People will support you. We'll support you. I'll support you. Just get out there, man, and play. You can be the artist. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
For real.
And then that's another thing too. Like there's a lot of cats in that same situation. Played music for years, great, but have no confidence to just be out there. And and that's also the thing with the experience. Like you will mess up, and that's okay. You have to learn from that, and you have to accept that and the mistakes. How was it for you coming out? Like, were you playing in Wisconsin previously? Was this your first time doing shows? Like, how did that go? Like, just building the confidence in yourself to come out here.
Well, so I'm a mixing and mastering engineer. I'm an artist. I've been doing music for a really, really long time. I think about 2006 is when I started making music. So, I kind of know what that butterfly feeling is.
Right.
Some people don't, and they let it take over. So you're actually supposed to take that butterfly feeling, bro. You're supposed to grab that, and you're actually supposed to use it as the energy. And that's what you saw with my set, where it just got to a point. It was like, yo, bro's not even here anymore. Fam is on another planet. You know what I mean? That's what you're supposed to use that energy for. If you do it like that, that's what will happen. That's the result, in my opinion. But so I got my first set at once again, shout out Rudolph. It was at Live Beat Chicago at Enjoy.
At Enjoy,
the first
that's
time
where
I
we
got to
started
play.
out too. That's a great bar.
I love that spot, man. So that's the first time I got to play in Chicago. Before that, it's really not. I've rapped in Chicago, man. I've played at other spots. I've been around a while. I've been on Ruby Hornet, Fake Shore Drive. I've done tracks with Vic Spencer, D2G, I've been around for a minute making tracks and making songs, and I've also battled at the Milltown Beatdown, which was a Milwaukee based prolific beat battle, which has a huge series with like a championship round, and it goes on for weeks.
Nice.
I've played locally in Kenosha. I've rapped forever and did that forever, and it wasn't my first time or anything. I was pretty much ready. I just needed to get going, and my wife pushed me today. Shout out Unique Monique. She was not, look, you need to go hard or go home.
Right.
And then here we are today.
That's good. No, I think, and that's kind of been a thing, because we were talking with Chicago Meet, the same thing, like having supportive people of your hobbies and stuff, being married and like people not being like, oh, we'll stop doing this, you know.
Yeah.
And that's actually something we need to continue to push, that narrative, that needs to be a thing.
Yeah.
You
You're
know,
the person that's going to believe in you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And as well, you know, support you as much as possible. Because, like, what's the point if, like, you're making me feel like half a person if I can't enjoy my hobbies, you know?
Totally.
So that's wonderful. That's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And does she do music as well?
Bay is a musician.
She's in the background. She wants to be off camera.
She is a background artist. She loves to be in the background. She loves to orchestrate. She has beats.
She's
a producer. Matter of fact, I'm not even going to play with y'all, man. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me get this together. I'm tripping. We talk about Unique Monique, okay? Unique Monique is a beat maker, rapper, singer, producer, A&R, fucking
How many more hats?
writer,
How many more hats?
manager.
How many more hats?
There is too many hats. You know what I mean? It's just one massive hat, kind of like Beyonce's cover, all right? She was already
The hat maker.
You feel me? She was the hat maker.
She said she's the hat maker.
Seriously, she was one of the most creative people that I know. And,
That's awesome.
She's been behind some of the dopest beats. Some of the beats you heard today. She was behind those and it was like, yo, you should do it like this, or you took the bass out. Put the bass in. Nobody takes out the bass. You know, on me, making sure that it's hits. And
Right.
yeah.
So you have a creative advisor.
100%.
You're a manager at the same time.
Yes, and
That's nice.
wifeager.
Wifeager.
That's right.
That's nice. So with everything, where did this start though? How did you get your name? How did you get started in music in general?
Yeah. Well, like I said, I started out rapping like Audacity, like probably everybody else. Except for nowadays, now y'all have GarageBand, but when it was 2006, trust me, it was not GarageBand. That came around about 6 years later. It was Audacity, and it was terrible. And but I wanted to rap. Stole my brother's computer microphone. If y'all even remember those, y'all probably don't even know about those little microphones you used to have to plug into like the pink slot on the back of a PC. It was a gateway microphone. On top of
my
that.
God!
It was very long.
You are showing your age.
Pause. And man, I'm in my 30s. So I taped it on the wall. I taped some covers to the wall, stapled some covers to the wall. My mama almost beat me half to death when she saw I stapled into the wall. But I took a bookshelf, I turned it because I didn't read them joints anyway. And I made a booth in my bedroom. And that's where it all started in 06. And then I pretty much stuck with it, man. And I've grown. My dad helped out. He got me different equipment, different gear, and I kept making music. I made a lot of music locally with a lot of artists locally from Kenosha, and I never let up, man. I made beats with like other production groups I was a part of, selling beats, producing albums for cats like the Zombie EP and the Wisconsin EP and the Enjoy It album by PSD Lipe. And a lot of these joints, all these cats from Wisconsin, Kenosha, Racine, Milwaukee, and once I met my wife though, and I came out to Illinois, I focused on mixing and mastering. That was my main goal: was remote mixing, remote mastering, working with clients all over the world. On SoundBetter, I have over 300 5-star reviews. I've worked with cats in like 165 different cities across the world. I had one of the biggest hits in the Netherlands called Cop Op and Thought with Jason Trill, Maki, and Drummer Kid. I've mixed for Fat Man Scoop, Styles P, Onyx, Fat, just the list goes on and on. I've worked with a lot of cats, so so when I was out here in Illinois, I was wanted to figure out what I wanted to do outside of mixing. I was focused on beats too, but I had a love-hate relationship because it was like I don't want to just be the seller, right? Like I want you to buy my beats, bro. Rap on my beats. I'm like, I got so sick of that.
Purchase
I'm like,
your tracks today.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I just got so tired of it. I'm like, and then I started to fall into artists like Submerse, Long Arm with the label Project Moon Circle, Knowledge, even Jay Dilla, all that, like all that music I was listening to, and these cats are just beat makers, tall black guy. You know, I'm like, bro, I these guys aren't. No one's rapping on this.
Right.
These are just beats, bro.
Right.
Like these are the most firest beats I've ever heard. Like, why can't I do that? And I was like, you know what? I can do that. And that's where that started, man. I was working at I don't mean to have the longest story in the world, but I mean I have a history, you know. A lot of things have happened, you know. So I was working at Encore, and I would just make beats. It got to a point where I just started making beats all the time on Koala, and which, if anybody knows, it's an iPad, iPhone, Android, and PC app now. I think
it's on everything, man.
And I was making beats on Koala, and for the homie Jason, shout out Jason, man. He would always rap, man. He would rap with me when he was sitting there. He would just be spitting bars. He was from Detroit. He loved to rap, and I ended up with like this huge collection of beats. And I look how God worked, right? We were gonna do an album, but it never really flourished. You know, we got our own lives. But then I'm sitting here with like 40 beats, like, because I'm just making them every day. We at work, we doing broadcast live streams. You know, we wasn't like in the field. This was during COVID, so we're inside doing like digital streams for people, and handling the back end, etc. And so I end up with all these beats. I told my wife, I'm like, yo, I'm finna put out an album. I'm finna call it under B4lasers. I'm finna do an album. And you know what that album's gonna be called? She was like, well, I said Carpe Diem. And that's it. And that's where it started. You know what I mean? And I really, from there, just
kept going on from there.
Fool's Paradise came next. I drew all the artwork on my iPad using one of the iPens. I don't know if that's the right Apple Pencil. And I drew my artwork for those first two, and then came after Fool's Paradise came Amore Eternal, and around this time I did Carpe Diem. That's the Fool's Paradise. That's I'm doing shows. You know what I mean? I got an SP404. It finally came. I'm ready to do shows now. Started doing shows. Next thing you know, Amore Eternal came out. I'm doing shows. I'm selling cassettes. People are like, "Yo, I'm the only person show up with just a shelf of cassettes." Like, yo, like, pull up on me. I took the little thing in the restaurants. They put like the specials in, the little plastic thing that's on the table. I took that joint, took the shit out, flipped it around, and wrote B4 laser tapes, $15, stuck it back in there, set it right next to the shelf of cassettes, man. And people were like, yo, this guy's different. You know, I want one. Sold a bunch that night. And that was when I knew, you know, Chicago had a love in their scene, bro. And I was like, all right, I want to be a part of this. And then now I think if that's about it. Now here we are. You know.
Here we are. I mean, that seems like definitely during COVID era, you definitely saw a breakaway from all your hard work. Because you start from 06, and then now you're seeing the fruits of your labor, seeing all the things you get to, you know, hey, I'm an artist. Yeah, I've worked with all these people, mixed all these tracks, but hey, this is me, my music, what I sound like. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like definitely it's just I would say it's another phase in you being an artist, because like mixing and mastering is still art. Not everybody can do it. No. But now you're like, well, I can do this and I can do that, and now I'm doing this now, and I think that's cool. It's just phases through your life as an artist, basically. But so lasers is this interest?
Oh, the name.
Yeah.
See, story so long, I skipped over So I was sitting in my room at my mom's house. My cousin, Brother Candu, he gave me my first S1200 turntable. Way too many records, because I had to just throw them all in my trunk because he wouldn't give me the tote, because he said he needed the tote for the other 50,000 records he was finna get. Dude's crazy.
Does he work at a record store?
Nah, man. He's just a prolific beat maker in the beat scene, dude. Shout out, man. I'm telling you, when you dig deep, you'll be like, yo, this is crazy, man. He's not lying. So I got home. I had it set up. I'm sitting in the crib, and I'm like, man, my name used to be Relic, and I was like, I hate this name. Relic. It sounds like an old name, like a relic, like an old tablet.
Right.
Chisel stone, you know what I mean? I'm like, nah.
A rusted pickaxe.
I remember it, man. I pressed the eject button on my PC CD drive, and it popped out, and you know, this was, you know, if you didn't have a brand new one, the laser took a little second to, you see that the tray comes out, but then the laser just, I was like, And then I looked over and I saw all the vinyls I brought in. Like, lasers. Records. B4lasers. B4lasers. I love it. I took a permanent marker, tagged it on the slip mat of the record player, and wrote it on the record player, and I've ran with that name ever since.
That's nice.
So it means, like, you know, before CDs, before the new age, before all that, man. You know, vintage B4lasers. You know what I'm saying? Back like when you had vinyls on with the needle.
Right.
Like everything you heard today, sampled off vinyl, made on an SP404. Like, nah.
Is that your main weapon now? Do you feel like your 404 is where you're at right now?
Oh yeah, I'm making beats on that. Period.
Okay.
Yeah, got to.
And then what were you doing before the 404?
Shoot, Ableton Live.
Oh, you used Ableton?
Yeah, I used Ableton here and there.
That's
yeah,
good.
for sure. That was a good dog.
How is so with you doing records? 'Cause that's a whole other thing. Once you go and try and be like, not try and be, but try to basically find samples from record stores, it's a whole different ballgame, I feel like, because in the digital age, right, there are things, of course, the popular stuff is going to be online, right? But that doesn't mean that's everything, or that doesn't mean that the good things. So I feel like record hunting is cool because there's stuff that's just never been preserved online at all.
I think they say, I think the statistic is what, 30% of all music in the world is actually on the internet. I think that should be about the statistic. Only 30% of all music in the world is online.
That's ridiculous.
The rest of it is cassette, the 8-track, vinyl, laser discs, all that kind of joints. Like, yeah.
I never even thought about that because that makes, because that definitely would broaden the pool of things. But then it's the weird thing too, because it's like you're like hunting now for things that like relics. You're hunting for relics. I'm
a relic hunter.
Right. No, but like that's true. Like, because there's so many things that like people haven't heard before that could be gas, but because it's not preserved in any fashion, no one's ever gonna touch that.
Most people only get a turntable for aesthetic.
Right.
They buy like a Childish Gambino album, Tyler the Creator's new album, and then they're like, yo, I got records. Like, nah, bro. You just bought a record player for the fun of it. Like, if you really bought it, like, I was at Shady Rest for the block party yesterday, and I think, I don't want to get her name wrong. So the owner, she let me know. She was like, yo, by the way, I told myself if I saw you, I had to tell you this. I just drove and picked up and brought back a rare slew of Chinese 80s pop soul.
Oh, that
records.
stuff goes crazy.
Bro, not I said Japanese? She said no, Chinese. I said, folks, I've never heard a Chinese 80s pop song ever.
Did you you ever heard any like Jackie Chan's music before?
He has music?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
I'm dead ass.
Yo, that's
good
crazy.
too. Yeah.
That's wild. I never knew that. Nah, man. I'm most definitely about to have a whole album.
But that's cool. No, like the Chinese, like you said, because like everybody knows about J-pop. Everybody knows about that now.
Yeah, that's huge.
Like the Chinese and like even any other subculture, like we haven't really put much into Indian stuff besides like the simple Bollywood. Yeah. There's a lot of like Malaysian stuff, like a lot of stuff still out there. But so have you been sampling that then?
Yeah, I grabbed a couple. I'm working on it. It was just yesterday. I haven't gotten a chance to get to it yet.
Oh, this is fresh.
This is fresh.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that sounds like fun.
Yes. Big fun.
What genres do you like to get? Like with record hunting, I feel like, it's just it's a fun thing. But like, do you look for specific genres in sampling?
I think my wife would say I'm all over. What would you say, babe? I'm all over the map with it, yeah? Every single.
That's good.
Like, I know some people that only sample soul. I know some people that only sample funk and R&B.
Right.
Me, I love world, honestly, bro. Like, Latin is wild.
Latin's really fun.
Japanese, Chinese, Thailand, Jamaican, Caribbean music, Brazilian music. The list goes on and on, man. Like, so I love world. I love most definitely like even like singer songwriter stuff from the '60s, '70s. So yeah, I'm all over the place with that. That's for sure. I don't have one. I know some, I don't have that one.
Yeah,
band. I
some
can't do
people
that.
have that like, I just like vanilla ice cream. I'm just gonna grab vanilla ice cream.
Nah. I need. My wife will tell you. Real talk. I get a twist every time we go get ice cream, bro. I need a little vanilla and a little chocolate. You heard?
Right.
That's the only way to do things.
Right. No, that's cool. I mean, and that's the thing too. Like, I think with people don't understand, with beat makers, I feel like so many of them are like, oh, well, I listened to this when I was growing up, and my mom's records was this. But it's like so many producers now have like a unique sound palette where they're just listening to everything, which I like more because, like you said with Brazilian, now you get different rhythms. With Japanese, they do American things better than Americans in some sense.
Oh, totally.
So it's like really cool to wrap your head around and to change your thought process and taste of music once you do that stuff.
Oh yeah.
So
that's a great point, man. Japanese are crazy with it, man.
Oh,
But
yeah.
they're inspired by us. So it's like, do they do it better than we do it, or are they just so inspired by us,
Right.
that they strive to be as good as we are to them, like the hip hop scene,
Right.
But I feel like they've grown into their own thing now, man, and they just really like. I love music from all over the world, man. I just feel like Cass is just killing it everywhere, man.
By
Really
the
do.
by the way, so I know that you have some katakana in your name. Do you think Japanese culture has influenced your music as well?
Oh, totally, man. I'm a huge anime head.
Okay.
I watch anime nonstop. It's probably not even healthy, man. Like I used in the studio, I took it away. I don't think I ever told you this one, right? So I took that little screen that's in the screen I use to make beats in the other studio. The only reason I didn't put the other screen that was in my big studio, the only reason I didn't take it out, I mean I didn't put it back, is because I was tired of actually watching anime on a third screen while I was mixing the whole time. Because I would just have anime on like a smaller screen while Pro Tools is up on the big screen. I just would watch it the whole time. It makes it, I'm like, bro, I'm not paying attention. This is not good for business.
What were you watching? Like, what are you? Okay, before we do all that, because this is the thing. When people,
if you're an anime head, bro, that list is way too long.
And the worst question again is, what is your favorite anime of all time?
Man.
It's like you can only answer that if you've only watched like 5. You know.
I think since I have such a vast love for it and I've watched so much, I usually hit people. Like, I had someone ask me this before. They were like, what was your favorite anime? In real life, I told them Mushishi. And they were like,
really?
I've never even met a person else besides me that watched the show. I'm like,
really?
That's why I say Mushishi, because it's like, yo, yeah, you really like anime if you watch that whole show. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, I'll be saying stuff that's like either political. Like Gundam works because people, I don't know, it's weird. With my generation, it's weird. Like they either very much weirdly hate mecha, or it's like, oh man, I like mecha's classics. That's all I watch. So I like that, and then I like Psychopaths. But then nobody knows about that. I like stuff where it's like, because like the thing is with anime, I love it. But I know it's an interview by yourself. I'm sorry. I'm just
it's all good. Anime lovers
like,
talk, man. It's all good. It's all
but
good.
It's like the whole. And by the way, shout out to you for playing this Tekken music.
Loving it.
I was trying not to say anything, but so, I just feel like so much of it now is like saturated.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I feel
you
like
mean the shows that come on now?
The shows, the culture, like it's definitely changed.
Yeah, totally.
I feel like people in hip hop, I love what they're doing with it now. I love that it's so prevalent now. Yeah. I love that I can hear it in your music. I can hear it in everyone's music. But I just feel like overall, like I can't stand when I go to the mall. You know where I'm going with this.
I'm listening.
And you go to those booths on like the middle by the food court, and you just see Goku and Supreme Naruto in like a Gucci shirt, like you know what I'm talking about. Like it's
That's
so
kinda,
saturated.
Yeah.
Like
it is. It's become a good marketing scheme. So
yes,
people make money off of it.
oh yeah. I mean, I think I love the tie-in. That's why I was asking you, because like I could tell you enjoy it. But
Yeah.
I was like, I love the tie-in it has with hip hop culture. I feel like black culture with hip hop and Asian culture always intertwine in different ways.
Totally.
You know, and so it's cool to see people's inspirations. Like, of course, like martial arts. Both our cultures love fighting.
Yeah,
Like,
man. And funny enough, like I love fighting too. I just never been like the hugest like, yo, I had to watch every Bruce Lee movie.
Right.
I just never was like, I don't know. I watched the anime, man. I started with like Big O, and after that, it was on.
Yes, that's good.
Oh,
That's solid. Yes, that's solid.
You know.
People don't talk about that one either.
I don't. You want to talk about Mecha?
Right.
Yo.
Yeah. And
My
then,
man
like,
had 2 punches every punch. That was crazy, bro. If you don't know about that, you missing out. Go watch Big O.
for real, go watch Big O
Yes,
or
sir.
Macross.
Yeah.
Or, you know, everybody's going to say Ava. I loved Ava. I love Ava. I'm not shitting on Ava. I love Ava. But there's a lot of mecha people don't touch.
Totally.
This is not me. I'm sorry. It's not the mecha hour. I could talk about that forever. But also, I got to say then, right now, so where you're at right now, with the status you're at right now. So, of course, you have your influences. You go to your record shops. You see all these different views from the world. What right now is something that you're focusing in with all this influence? Like, what is the next step for you and with your music journey that you're looking for? Do you want to take a tour? Do you want to open your own organized event? Like, what are you thinking about doing now with it?
Well, with me having Flip a Beat Club now, my bad. I can. There you go. With me, so we brought Flip a Beat Club to Chicago.
Right.
And all the homies, you know, like there's no just one. Me, Backpack, Frequently Flyer, D-Ski the Ill Eagle. We all worked really hard going to the online streams and bothering Dibby. That's DiBiase for y'all know, we're going Dibby for short, and Miles
Right.
Rock to let us get a chapter in Chicago. So now that I help run that was the contribution I really wanted to give to the city. We have all these auxes, we have all these battles. We don't have any workshops though.
Right.
That are consistent. I'm not talking about you come through and I'm gonna teach you like you are like 2. Like no.
Mm-hmm.
Like I mean, you know what you're doing. Pull up, bring your machine, bring
Right.
your headphones. The sample pack is curated. Let's cook. You know, we finna make these beats. We on live. We got the cams with the different views. You're gonna play your joint live. If you are a newbie, come through. These are the cats you want to learn from.
Right.
You know, I'm there. All the cats that show all the love that are at all the shows, we're there. And we'll teach you, we'll show you how to get it cracking. And on top of that, you'll be able to practice playing in front of people.
Right.
There's no better spot than that. And then from here, you can do, you know, auxes, and then from auxes, you can do shows like Scrims, for example. You know,
Right.
I've never been here. This is new to me. This is new territory, but you got to have nerves of steel and you got to be able to rock.
Right.
So it's like, that's really been my focus for this journey right now. It's just spreading love, spreading knowledge, and continuing to build the community. You know, I would love to do a tour. I would love to go around and play shows. That's something else that I do really want to do. And could continue releasing. That's another big thing. So I got new stuff coming. I have a lot of stuff in the chamber. Mostly everything I played today is out already, from Carpe Diem, Fool's Paradise, Amore Eterno, and Can You Feel It? So that's my focus. My focus right now is just building up the community, spreading love,
Building a community.
really getting, really like, yo, B4lasers will teach you, B4 will be there, B4's got your back. Like I
Right.
want people to know that's me, and that's just how I am. You know, some people use it as a gimmick. I'm just like that, bro. I want to see you win, you know, and from here, man, tours, all that stuff is gonna come.
Right.
The money, you got to do it for the love. And you got to work really hard for the love and for the growth and for the people, bro. And the money, the tours, the shine, all that shit comes. It really does come. It comes with it. It's a package deal, bro. But then you can also just go for the fame and the money. It's very short-lived.
Yeah.
Does not last that long.
Right.
And then when it's all over with, what are you left with? Now you're just sitting in the crib by yourself with all of these things that you can't afford. No one wants to hang out with you. No one likes you.
You just been
irrelevant.
snaking people the whole time to get on top. Nobody wants to be with your friend for real.
Yeah, man. So I don't really want to. I don't want to. I don't want to die like that. I want to go out like that. I want my name and my legacy to be like he was a real one, and he gave about people.
Right.
So yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
And with that being said, I would say, because I feel like a lot of your stuff is like you're saying, you're creating community. You want to be real with people. You want to encourage people to do what you do. Come out, make music, get better with each other, basically. Be positive about it. What would you say? I like asking this to everybody. What would you say to these producers? Because I know you have already been saying to these producers. What would you say to these kids watching streams, like watching stuff like this, or, still hesitant to come out and be a part of the Chicago scene, be a part of what you have for yourself personally? What would you say to them? Like, what advice would you give to these kids? Because, like you said, you want to make sure that people recognize you on the day of your death. Like, he was a real one. He did all this for us. He provided for the community. He was supportive and stuff. Like, what would you say so people can feel like, okay, well, this is a genuine space. I can go out. I can not be, chastised for what I'm doing. Like, I'm confident in my music, or I have resources. Like, what would you say to these kids who are still hesitant? Because I know I'm kind of going on, but
it's okay.
We're only here for a finite amount of time, right?
100%.
And so it's important to make sure that there's something for the future. What would you say to these kids in the future? Like, what would you say to these kids that, like, are eventually going to be our future? What advice would you give for them?
The first thing, I would say you're not going to get anywhere being hesitant.
Right.
If you want to get into the pool and play with your friends, you need to jump, right?
Right.
Feel me? At some point. You can always walk in, but then you have to climb out. So, pick your poison. That's how it's going to go.
Mm-hmm.
You're great. You're loved and you're great. We all go different things coming up in life where it make you question if you loved or not. It makes it so sometimes I've met a lot of people who it's almost feel like they don't even care about themselves.
Right.
Right. And it's like, bro, you're loved in the community, and we want to see you. We want to see you win, and you have to have the confidence in yourself. It's important. Like I said earlier, that butterfly feeling, that stops a lot of people. Like the moment you like, yo, I want you to play live, it's like,
right.
Like you can see it in their eyes.
Right.
You're supposed to take that, grab that, and walk on stage and do your thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll send you somewhere else, man. So, it's okay to be afraid. I'm afraid all the time. I was nervous when I played today, but you gotta leap. So yeah, I would say, don't be afraid to jump. Just don't jump like an idiot. That's not really gonna help you.
Plan your jump. Plan your landing.
Bend your legs.
This
is
right.
Like 6 steps. You know what I mean? and be confident in yourself. Love yourself, and understand that time is short. So you're not gonna get anywhere being hesitant.
That's good.
So love yourself, be confident in yourself. Yeah. You're not gonna get anywhere. Yep. That's what I would most definitely. I wish I could have heard someone could have told me that even when I was younger. I might even be farther now than I am today. I feel like I was hesitant a lot growing up. I had those feelings. I had those questions like, am I loved? Do people care? And watch your friends, man. Who you hang around means a lot.
Right.
Because a lot of these cats, you're really talented, bro. Okay, hold on, man. You're really talented, dog. You feel me? You're mad talented in what you do. And a lot of the people that are around you, they're using you. Real talk. They're using you for your talent. They're not really your friends, bro.
Oh, my God.
You need to learn that. It's mad important. It took me way too long in my life to learn that. A really long time to learn that. My wife is the one that she asked me, I'll never forget, do you want me to open your third eye or not? We came out, it was my birthday. She said, do you want me to open your third eye or not? I said, yeah. I guess. I didn't know what that really meant.
Right.
Now I do. Watch that, man. You know. But yeah, that's it. That's all I was saying. That's all. I feel like it's a big one. I feel like it's really bad, and people hang around people that don't really, don't really have their best interest in mind.
Right. And yeah, that was a big saying of mine too, I would say. Iron sharpens iron.
100%.
So I totally wholeheartedly agree with you. Be around people who
Iron sharpens iron. That's what Flip a Beat Club's all about, baby.
right. No, that's good. No, because definitely you don't want to be around people who have no intentions, no goals, no pursuit. And, surround yourself with winners. Surround yourself with people who want to do the same things as you, and it'll help you grow a lot. So that is some good food for thought, because I feel like so many times we like to act like this is just an individual effort, but it takes more.
Takes a village.
Right.
Takes a village.
Right.
That's not just your grandma saying that. It's not just, it really takes a village.
It does. What I mean?
Even those people, like, because I feel like a lot of things nowadays are face value, like what you see on social media, right?
Right.
So it's like even those artists that you see that are like, they did it dolo, that's a lie, bro.
Right.
There's a whole team behind it. It's a whole village behind that person. Otherwise, they wouldn't be there. Period.
Mm-hmm.
It's a whole community behind that person. So, yeah, man, it takes a village.
Yeah. And then closing thoughts, now you are creating your own village.
Yeah, there we are. Dark World Chicago.
Kind of two villages.
Yeah, Flip a Beat Club, man. And just the Chicago scene in general. Straight out. Yes, sir.
This is what we need, too. We really do. I mean, for so long it was, I feel like, individual, but now it's been more communal. So I do like the push everybody has to be, an arm together, pushing this, getting more spots. This is what inspired me to do this stuff with rock, and to get y'all here to say your piece, because I felt the communal, like, well, these cats, we all show love when everybody show up, but they don't have their space to speak on it. And so that's why I wanted to get y'all here, speak, play, let them know who you are, because you are part of the community of Chicagoland beat scene. And it's tremendous. It's beautiful out here. There's a lot of great cats that we still haven't heard of.
Facts.
It's
new people every night.
Right.
Every Ox, man. It's like, yo, where'd you come from?
Right.
Where's this guy been hiding?
Right.
Yeah.
And then there's some people who just, can't make it out, but it's like, oh, shit, like, I haven't seen you in, like, half a year. Like, it's so good to see you, That's me right now.
It's all good.
But it's all good. But no, for real, like, just any closing thoughts on that? Because I think the advice was good. I think your communal, like, aspects are good. I think everything that we've covered has been good. Anime conversation could be 2 hours. I'm trying to cut myself off.
Same. I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back down that path. We ran out that room for sure.
Right.
In closing, man, just continue to be great. You're already great, man. Just jump. Be active. Spread love, and love will get spread to you. And that's all I really got to say with that, man.
I appreciate that.
Straight up.
That's
and we appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, always, man. It's good. It's good to meet y'all. It's good to meet you, RGB. It's good to meet you and talk to you. So I'm, like, happy. That's the good thing, too. Every time y'all showing up.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Thank you, Sunshine.
Wifeager.
All right. Well, I'm B, the number 4, LASERS, no Z's, doc. And you can find that everywhere, man. B4 Mixed It as well is my mixing and mastering moniker. But even if you look up B4lasers, you'll find it all. Duck World Chicago. There's an underscore between that. And that's where you can find everything about me, my friends and family, and what we're doing out here. All right?
Okay. So we actually got the wifeagers or seal of approval down.
Church. Should do like I did earlier.
Right. So what I'm going to do now, it's the weather's doing weather things.
It is.
I'm gonna let RGB play because I did have some technical difficulties. RGB's been playing during this. Also filled in for Rock, so I feel like I owe him some time. So I'm gonna give you some time to keep playing, even though you've been playing for like 2.5 hours at this point. I hope you're having a good time. You've been stone-faced, but what happened? Right, the legend, the stone-faced DJ. That's what you gotta go right now. No, I'm kidding. But I'm gonna switch it over to you. Huh? It's the Nikki. No.
That's God telling you to let them go, my G.
It's time to let them go.
It's time to let it go. Nope. I can respect that, man.
I mean, shoot, there's a gas station across the street. Oh, you quitting cold turkey? Oh. It got you. Okay. I understand. He said they got that withdrawal. No, that's real, bro. Well, I'm going to let you, if you want to pick it back up, I'm going to let you play out for another 15. And then we'll get everything closed out. This was a wonderful session, though. I appreciate you guys for coming by. I'm going to mute myself, let RGB play, chat for a bit. Give me 1 sec. we're going to close out the show. I'm going to do some announcements, but thank you, RGB, for showing up. Put that mic stand away. Grimoire coming in late. I see you. All right. So I'm going to do some announcements. Let you fade out, clean up today. So we had a wonderful time today. I did have some technical issues, but we did get everything together. And I'm happy the people that stuck through and my friends that texted me and everything, making sure the show went well. I appreciate you. Rock, thank you for blessing us with RGB. Stoneface DJ now. That's his new name. Nah. But today was a blast. Thank you. This is why I love music. It puts us together. So what we're going to do is just announce some things. So next month, we're not having a musical guest. We're going to figure out a date. We want to have an open set. So first 3 people sign up. We'll do 20-minute sets. We're going to try and do that for the rest of the summer. Just to have y'all come out. You know, this is the perfect time to come out. The weather's nice. Get it before it gets cold and stuff like that. So we're going to take a little break on the interviews, but we want to have more people in here. And we're going to start opening the space up for this to be a community day. So people come through, play games. So there'll be an admission. We'll talk about that in the new flyer. There'll be an admission fee. So you get to play games. You get to perform. There's some drinks. There's food. So you get to do the whole shebang in one day. Like 3 to, I think this place closes at 9, so probably like 3 to 8. So 5 hours of fun, you know. So we're going to get that set up. Beyond that, I'll just run some commercials for everybody. Grimoire talking about Street Fighter. I'm getting on into watching in a bit. But beyond that, we are going back into Street Fighter tournaments. Soon we are going to start streaming them. I'm going to get it on my channel. We just got to work it out. With 6, we love it. It's been fun. The turnout here has been fun. We just got to put it on PC and stream off of PC. So I want to make sure I do it right for y'all and not mess up. But those are our 2 announcements right now. Rock should be back next month, and so we'll continue our regular. But we'll also, you know, like I said, we're going to try and have open sets. So we want to see like 3 of y'all here next month. And then bring some friends. This place is cool. There's a lot of stuff to do. I'm going to run some ads for y'all, and we're going to close it out today. It was a good stream. It was fun. Thank you again for everyone sticking through with all the technical difficulties. I keep kicking my ass for it. I'll fix it next time. Thank you. So I'm going to close out with these 2 ads and end the stream. Thank you again. Always, it's been fun. Love. Bye.